Hello, gentle viewers. This is Vindy, and welcoming you to a new episode of Out of the Park Baseball 18 with the Atlanta Braves. So, as has been our practice in the past, we will advance to the All-Star game, and then we'll end the episode. We'll do a little bit of a look-see and see how people are doing. So we've got a couple people on the waiver wire. The game thinks there's actually a lot of people on the waiver wire. Holy crap. That's actually a really good pitcher. Well, relatively speaking. He doesn't tell a lot of jokes, but not everybody does. We've got Jake Morris. Why is he on waivers anyway? It's like out of options or something? I actually quite like the sound of Jake Morris, but I don't really have a place to play him. Ernesto Figueroa. Meh. Let's just go ahead and proceed. We'll take a quick look just for fun at the preseason predictions. They think we'll finish second in the East, and it won't matter a damn because the Marlins are going to go 93-69. So not really an endorsement of us so much as the rest of the team is just pretty bad. Just take a quick check here. Lineup is all set up. Is Queen particularly fast? He is. I wouldn't mind putting Queen on here as a pinch runner too. And we'll just make Queen a pinch runner on everything. I also want to start thinking about players we might want to consider trading. But we'll maybe leave that for a bit later on. Let's take a quick look at whose contracts are coming up. Ruiz, no one's going to touch that deal. Brandon, probably not. Rizzo, probably not. Mendoza, I mean, there's no one here that really looks like an asset that's worth trading. Meneses, possibly. Possibly. And that's the real problem. We're not developing enough assets quickly enough to turn them into trade bait. We don't have any kind of positional strength. And we're overpaying some of the people that we do have. Ruiz, this is the easiest decision in the world, is not getting re-signed. Was he ever that good? So in 2026, he was pretty decent. And he was at least useful in 2028. But since then, he's been kind of hot garbage. So, without further ado, I think we go ahead and begin simming. Right, something happened. Why did you stop me already? Oh, it must have been it for the week. Okay. Hey, look, we're by default high up in the power rankings because of the alphabet. Hooray! Day-to-day for Collado. It really just influences his running. I'll let it go for now. Hunter Bishop cleared waivers. He can go to AAA. Right. Bazara got his 2000th hit. Sergio Mokuchiko. I'll be damned. Let's proceed. We'll reevaluate after the first month. Okay, Rogelio Silva is a reliever, and it's running. Why would I possibly bench someone who can't run if he's a pitcher? He should be running to begin with. Well, we got a couple of trades. I need a catcher prospect, and I'm willing to part with a reasonably decent pitcher to get it. So let's do a player search. Let's start clearing some of these short lists. Remove. Yeah, and I don't care about you either. Right. Player search. Oh, you know what? Use the trade block feature. Team needs. Add new need. Catcher. Minimum 18, maximum 23. I don't care about the salary. Minor leaguers, potential ability. I want him to at least be considered good. And I don't care about the rest of it. And let's delete that. So we should start getting some trade offers for this. And then I can maybe try to offer one of my pitching prospects to acquire a good catching prospect. Benessi's just slightly injured his knee. Juan Rosas. Pretty good, 2,500 hits for Bregman. Bregman might get 3,000. How old is he? 37. Maybe not. Collado has some more back stiffness. Again, it's moderate. And a lot of it's just the fact he's just really, really easily injured at this stage. Oh, Huey Jennings, U-Card. A trade proposal? You will trade me a pretty decent catcher who actually can't play catcher. I am not interested in this gentleman. NL pitcher is Juan Behania, Dave Myring, and people that are not mine. Let's do a quick scan of the team home screen. We're hitting fairly well. We're pitching really well. Overall, a good introduction to the season. Castro is not hitting the way he should be. This is disappointing. Although it's very early on in the season and we can't really tell who will or who won't hit. Carias is hitting like a house of frickin' fire. I mean, I don't expect him to hit 300 regularly, but my goodness. Really excited about that. And he's playing a pretty crummy left field, it looks like, too. It's below average. 18 games, though, is a pretty small sample size, and I don't want to make any drastic decisions based purely on that. The bullpen could be better. The bullpen could be a lot better. Let's take an ever so quick search. Yeah, no one here has only one pitcher has more than 10 innings, so it's really hard to say who is or isn't pitching well this season. Yeah, this is just, we have to basically wait till the end of May to make any real serious decisions. Okay, Colado's going to take a long time to get better. And I could play him, but it's only, oh no, he is a second baseman. We just lost, he's only out for 2 days, that's fine. Yeah, let's put him on the disabled list. Who do I have that can play second base even marginally well? You wouldn't be a bad choice. I'm actually make it Pat Morris. Yeah, let's go ahead and call up Pat Morris, and you'll be my new starting second baseman. Let's bump Loeb up the batting order, since he's actually hitting kind of well to start the season. Pat Morris, bump up Loeb. Pat Morris, bump up Loeb. And of course, Pat Morris, bump up Loeb. Right. Onward and upwards, my friends. Is New York trading Joshua Lowe? The thing is, Lowe's been pretty terrible, like, his entire career. And he's making $20 million for some strange reason. Not touching it. Want to trade for catcher Gene Benz. I would like to trade for Mr. Benz. You really like him, don't you? Let's take a look at my prospects, and we'll focus on pitching prospects. Since I have buku pitchers, and they're my most valuable asset. Let's start in the Jeremy Lund category. That might be the worst officer I've seen in my career. Ben Woods. Yeah, he really, really likes Benz. There's no way I'm going to acquire him, so we'll just continue. Yeah, I don't like your crap, Joe Rizzo. You have a role on this team. It's the fact that you're an absolutely terrible defender. I do like you quite a bit. Not for the first, but... yeah, you can complain all you want. You're not going to be in the starting lineup unless there's a really compelling reason to do so. Okay. Who's the worst of the pitchers right now? It's actually Anderson. Let's send him back to AAA. I can't not take a picture of the caliber of Owens and not pitch him. And you actually will pitch Luera. So please pitch number 5, and then Henry Owens will be our ace. Because he's so good. And I got him to sign a 2-year extension for virtually nothing. Oh, hang on. Etrin is kind of crap. I mean, I'll trade for him, but to be honest... Okay, there's something about this guy you think is like he practically walks on frickin' water. I'm gonna have my scouts take a look at him and tell me what they think about him. I need to use scouting reports a little bit more. Nope. You are delusional, my young friend. Completely and utterly delusional. Okay, so his potential is actually better than it looks. Okay, seriously, he faxed his assessment? Really? Okay, he's a little bit better than I thought he was. Oh, he's got good speed, too. The problem is I don't have enough assets. Let's check the waiver wire. What interesting trying to get past waivers? Not really. You know what? You want to go Rizzo, you can go. For someone who's supposed to be a loyal player, you don't deserve to be in the starting lineup. You're hitting well, but I have no position for you. I'm probably not going to get any offers of any merit. Amare Bacote. Decent speed. Oh, he's out of option here, so I don't want to do that then. Josh Herring. Again, decent speed, decent bat. He's out of option years. I just don't have an obvious spot for Herring. And then Derek Clevenger. A second baseman, which means he would get playing time. And he's got option years left. He's kind of a terrible second baseman, though, but he's a decent hitter. So, I mean, he could basically serve Rizzo's role. It's better than having frickin' Rizzo constantly complaining. Yeah, okay, I'll trade for him. Yeah, and I know the players aren't happy about him leaving, but it's Rizzo's fault. He forced it. Right. Pinch hitter. We'll do a quick compare player here in a second. And I'll see if it makes sense to let Clevenger actually start over Morris, but I don't think it does. How's Castro do? Castro is not hitting well at all. Maybe there's too much pressure. You know what? Let's swap these two for now. And then Castro can back up there. And Meneses is a good hitter. He's just not as good, potentially, as Castro. And then Castro can stay in the lineup and play right field when we have a DH. Meneses, if remember, it's actually hitting quite well to begin the season. Alright, and then we're going to change up the lineup to... I want Maitan hitting third and Meneses can bump up to second. Just because his skill set is more of a two-hitter. He's got decent speed, he hits decently for contact, he gets on base. These are things I'm more interested in from a number 3 hitter, or number 2 hitter than a cleanup hitter. And then we can let Carias' power be used to the greatest possible effect. So, okay. Now, if we do player comparison, let's compare Derek Clevenger to Pat Morris. Morris hits for contact, Clevenger hits for power. Both have about the same eye. Morris has room to grow. Clevenger really doesn't. He has no platoon split. He's got a slight platoon split in that he doesn't hit righties as well as he does lefties. Better base runner. The difference is defensively Morris is acceptable and Clevenger really isn't. So we'll actually let Morris have the starting job for the present. Okay, we'll play into June and then we'll review how things are going. Let's delete all messages. There we go. 5 days for Luera. He'll just skip a start. I'll tell him to bench him. Game strategy. Bench him for 5 days, please. And that should basically just means he skips the start, and then what's his face will take over. Oh, we get a series sweep. Very nice. Alfredo Verduzco. Oh, I like him a lot. The problem is anyone who's got one of these prospects knows how much they're worth, especially to me. Like, I'd even offer him, like, here, Phil Brame. You'd consider it an insult. I always called him Rubio. I guess his real last name is Rulo. I never would have guessed. 3 weeks for Loeb. I'm willing to give him a chance to keep playing, and he's already starting to cool off again. I could really use an outstanding first base hitter. Juan Romero. I can't send Castro down. Stupid Rule 5. I can send him back, but that's it. Can you play the infield at all? You could play first base. You know what we're going to do? You're 24. Let's have you learn first base. Just practice at it. Wardell should be back in Double-A. I'm going to take over his development. So why does he need to go to Double-A, you may be asking? Because he has no experience there. Basically means he jumped from High A to Triple-A. That's going to wreck his development. We're going to send him back to Double-A and let him get a little more experience before we consider the promotion. We're going to let Loeb play for now because I want Romero to get a little bit more experience at first base. Maitan is out with an undisclosed injury. And he can't play at all. Crap. Oh, God damn it, T-Kool-A. And Arango's not even a good shortstop. He's okay, but he's not good. And Wardle's not ready. Not in the least. I can make Queen play shortstop and call up Arango as a utility guy. Oh, the 40-man is full. Of course it is. Let's waive him. Okay, Queen is the new starting shortstop. We'll see who he put in his spot and lineup here in a second. He'll back up at second, third, and short. Brandon is now promoted to primary backup center fielder. And he can play first base kind of well, so he can back up there too. Okay, I want you to copy lineup and the depth chart. Go paste, paste, and then here we go. Queen is shortstop. Brandon is backup center fielder. Arango at every other position. What I want. Clevenger can be backup DH. Copy, copy, paste, paste. Alright, now lineup wise. I don't want Queen hitting third, but I don't know exactly who's hitting well this season. Meneses, Carias are it. So yeah, I guess we'll let Queen bat second for now. That's fine. Could really use Ramiro right now. Oh, come on. Really, Maytan? Right, we'll sim up to the draft and then we'll take a quick look at our club and see what we can do to improve it. Saving database, personal message. Owens is getting a little bit worse, that's not surprising. Porterfield getting a little bit better, that's useful. Well, we got someone getting at least a little bit better as a catcher. But only a little bit. I wish I had Joe Harris. I did have Joe Harris when I was still part of the Indians. Really like Ben Steed. Seriously? I've got to go with like 20 homers and he can't crack the All-Star roster. Razzo's got 9, Castro's got 11, Utzi's got 8. How many does fricking Carias have? 16? You're gonna tell me I'm better, much better. I don't know what you've got against him. Okay. Let's continue up to the draft, and then after the draft, we'll take a quick look at the team. Oh, come on. Quit injuring my damn middle infielders. It's minimal. You know what? Deal with it. Seattle traded a pretty good pitcher. Or Cleveland, sorry. Cleveland traded a pretty good pitcher. How did you get him? Oh, I traded him for Figueroa. Okay. I mean, damn. I hope for their sakes they got 2 really good prospects. They got 1 good prospect and 1 mediocre one. So that's a thing. Oh, Meneses is Player of the Week for the National League. Nice work. Right. We'll just do default for now and then auto drift to my pick. Who's the best catcher in the draft? Wait, what? How was he as an actual catcher? I would take a chance on Bauer, but not with my first pick. Okay. Let's do... Let me shortlist him. I'll take him with my second pick if he's still available. Because I don't need him as a pitcher. I need him as a catcher. Right. All batters. So you've got Jared Singer, a great all-around hitter. He doesn't draw walks. That's the only real flaw in his game. I've find it hard to believe I should even think about anyone else. I mean, I'll look. He's at least as good, but again, he's a mediocre outfielder. Chris Sowers, that's a boatload of power. But I'd much rather have... I'm just going to take Sowers. I'm not going to make this hard on myself. I'll just draft him. Okay, is he still around? I have to take him as a catcher. Draft. Auto draft. All battors. I could still get Sowers with that power? No pun intended. A little bit of a pun intended. Draft him. Okay, Tim Downs. I mean, he's not terrible, but he's not great either. Let's look at pitchers. There's still a ton of pitchers left. Okay, good stamina. Take him. Hobbs has really good stamina and 3 decent pitches. But Megri's got good work ethic and he's got potentially outstanding stuff. Let's take him. I could still get Hobbs. Let's take him too. Any interesting hitters left? I mean, he's got obvious flaws in his game. But I mean, he'll be free. So, he costs nothing more than a draft pick. You want me to take Chris Price? I can do that. And we'll just go ahead and sim the rest of the draft at this stage. Let's negotiate. I don't know how excited I should be that everyone is willing to take less money than the slot. It does not fill me with confidence. He's a bad catcher. How much money would you need to sign? He wants more than 1.8 million. And I like his work ethic. And I'm so thin at catcher right now. I almost have to try it. I'll offer him $2 million. More than the rest of my draft combined. Okay. You can go to AAA. Let's clear you from waivers. Atlanta. Maytan will be back in 6 days. Let's do a quick survey of the team. I have 3 good players, and the rest are just varying degrees of bad. Carias is outstanding. Meneses is pretty good. Harris is decent. And everyone else is pretty bad. Can Pineda at least play center field well? He's playing okay, I guess. But this is... yeah, we still need position players virtually everywhere. Let's look at pitching. Fitch is doing well. Anderson's doing well. Owens, DeVille rather. Luera's not doing great. The pitching staff is not the problem, though. We still have so many pitchers. If I wanted to trade Moochler, which would probably be not ideal. Oh, he's a first-round pick. Let's try to flip Newman and see what kind of offers we get. I want a better first baseman. Seriously, no one wants him? Why the hell not? OSA thinks he could be secretly like a genius, but no one wants him? What about Moochler? I'm getting offers, or just not good ones. If I saw a C on this list anywhere that wasn't followed by an F, I would think about it. He's a very good middle infielder, but not worth a potential ace level pitcher. I'm not going to trade him just yet. Yeah, Meneses is going to want... Okay, how's Romero doing in AAA? How long is low? About 2 more weeks. Put him on the DL. We'll call up Romero and see what Romero can do in brief periods. Because Romero is a really good hitter who just lacks a place to play. And we'll just plug him in. And if he hits like I think he can, then he may have taken Loeb's job. He's not a very good first baseman. But he was hitting pretty well for us last year. Alright, let's sim ahead. He's hitting 600 already. Seriously, guys? I don't know what it's going to take. He's going to like 70 home runs or something in one season for you to want him. Okay, Jared Singer, our #1 dude. Excellent. I need to start remembering to put people on short lists so they appear. He's 18. I'm not going to take over him just yet. still don't know when he's coming back. Okay, Maytan is now healthy. That's going to be a big boost to the team. Let's send down Arango. Promote Maytan. And we'll just leave Maytan there. We're gonna do something a little different to help fill out this roster, just because I don't want to waste your guys' time. Ask him to fill in the depth chart. And then, yeah, he just did what I would have done, which is basically have Queen play all the time. If you want to give him a weekly start at second, I don't object to that. Please generate the depth chart. And again, once a week is fine. Yeah, I'm cool with both of those. Give Castro some experience, but in a less... yeah, if you want to just give Queen a start at second every once a week. It's not a bad second baseman by any stretch. But I think a lot of Queen's value comes from the fact he can play anywhere. Next week. Personal message. Sour signed. I'm still waiting on my second round draft pick. And I just lost Mosley for 3 to 4 months. It's fine. I could call up Padilla. Let's do it. Let's call up Padilla. And you'll just be a straight middle reliever. Continue. Oh my god, Maytan. I seriously just took you off the freaking DL. You know what? Minimal effort, fine. I am not re-signing you when your contract is up. This is ridiculous. I don't care how good you are. I'm tired of replacing you every 3 days. Alright, let's send down Clevenger, actually. Call up Collado. And we'll just put in Collado where Morris is right now. Because if you got a Gold Glove second baseman, you don't get rid of him. Okay. And what do I want to do with Morris? He only plays second. You know, you can be a pinch hitter. And I'll actually let you play at second like once a week maybe. Just to see how good you might be. Morris hit okay, I guess. Pat Morris as a pinch hitter. Right. A trade proposal. No. No. He is untouchable. And he won't miss any extra time. Loeb can come back. What do we do with Loeb? Let's send him to AAA. Oh, he's out of options. I'm gonna try to trade him. And we'll see what we can get for him. And no one will literally give me anything for him. Let's do the old chestnut. Now he's officially injured. Because of course he is. I'm so tired of his crap right now. Yeah, I'll call up Loeb. You know what, bench coach? Go and give me all the depth charts and all the lineups, and then I will make adjustments as appropriate. You're pretty much doing what I would have done. I'm fine with that. If you want to platoon them and have Loeb play against lefties, I'm cool with that. That's fine. Except I don't want Collado leading off. Who's got the best on-base percentage on the team? Collado's got a 343. Never mind. Shows what I know. Let's proceed then. He did not accept. Oh, I did sign that one pitcher. What was his name? What was his name? Bauer. Now, if I make you into a catcher, you're at least decent. And we're so desperate for catchers right now that I'm willing to let this slide. Owens is out for a week. I'm not even going to bother justifying that with the response. Brachia, same thing. A setback for Maytan. I would trade him if I think anyone would actually give me anything worthwhile for him. Oh, for good lord, mate, Collado, you're as bad as he is. I gotta pay a lot more attention to injury history when I'm acquiring players. This is getting quite frustrating. Yeah, we'll call Clevenger back up. And we'll have him do all their depth charts. Why on earth would you make more? Okay, Morris does actually hit for contact pretty well. I'd be willing to give him a shot as a leadoff guy. Yeah, this is... We're 500 this season, mostly because of our pitching. There are a lot of holes in this lineup. Not to mention the fact that the two best players I have... Huh, congratulations, Jorge Andrade. We will take a look at the international amateurs. Why would he be worth so much? He doesn't even hit for contact. I'd rather have frickin' Peralta. I mean, I get that power's important, but if he doesn't hit for contact, what good is he? Or someone like Ignacio Peralta is a much better choice. I'll offer you $4 million. If they'll let me do it, they may not. Yep. It's because I don't have enough money. Because you took cash out of the club. This guy's at least interesting. Can I at least offer him a deal? There you go. It's a real shame to actually really wanted to sign one of those guys, but... I can offer you $2 million, maybe? I'd like to get something out of the international amateur free agents. 5 days for Loera, he just won't. He'll just miss a start. Chad Bailey's really happy. So far, I can't get more people here. He still wants more top prospects. And you think I'm doing a good job with my thing. Oh, I've got things to do. Okay, first things first. All minor league guys get an extension. Now, Dave Roberts still has a very good relationship with plenty of our players. I'm going to go ahead and just re-sign him. I'll even give you a 3-year job. Because there's no reason. That's all his job is. My contract is actually up for renewal. Dempster. You're good with 2 of my pitchers. I'd give you a 1-year extension. You want 2 years, you can have it. There we go. Well, I got him. That's not nothing. Where's gonna miss another week? Maitan can come back. Let's send out Clevenger again. And again, I'll just plug him in, and then I'll let the AI decide what to do with everyone else. I have to admit, the idea of platooning Loeb and Romero was a really good one. I did not think of. And Maitan. And please give me, if you would be so kind. You still want Queen playing a lot at second base, and I'm not convinced that's a good idea. Because Morris is a much better hitter than Queen is. Queen's only hitting 196. I'm not going to bend over backwards for that. And once a week. Is Castro coming around a little bit? A tiny bit. He is something of a disappointment thus far, but we'll see how he turns out. Okay. All-Star Game Rusters. Ben Steed made it for Cleveland. I'm not sure why. Cleveland's not doing so great these days. Oh, and Joe Harris. Fitch made it for us. Carias made it. Glad some runners at 26 freaking homers is worth something. So I had 2 All-Stars this year, huh? Carias and Fitch. Right. What do I have in terms of money for extensions? I have a little bit. Whose arbitration is supposed to be quite high? Fish. Meneses and Fitch. I would rather... It looks like I can sign one or the other, but probably not both. Let me offer you $4 million in a 1-year deal. Yeah, he wants quite a bit. Is he like a greedy dude? He's a pretty greedy dude. Fitch. What would you take for? Would you take $4 million? Oh, but you're getting closer. Let's do a 3-year extension to buy out your arbitration years. And we'll just slowly increase your salary. You would actually take that, and I think that's a fine idea. Do it. Meneses is hitting really well for us this season. But if he's just gonna, I mean, I still control him because of arbitration, so I guess I shouldn't be too eager to trade him. And I don't think he's gonna keep hitting 320, but we'll see. We'll see. We shall sim up to the All-Star game itself. All right, let's do our quick review of the team now that we are halfway through the season. So, if we look up the lineups and the depth charts, we've got 3 pretty good hitters. Actually, calling up Romero's done a lot for our team. Loeb's been hitting well. Morris has been hitting okay. The problem with Morris is a lot of his batting average is going to be empty because he's going to hit singles and doubles, and that's pretty much it. As long as he's hitting 300, I have no complaints. His defense could be better, but he's not terrible. So yeah, Morris on up. We've got 3 outstanding hitters right now. And in terms of WAR, that's kind of the problem. I bet if we look at defense, we're probably quite bad. Actually, no. Pineda's actually doing very well in center field, which is welcome news. If we look at our pitching staff, we've got Fitch, Anderson, and O'Dane. Henry Owens is having a decent season after having completely missed the last two. At least as good as he was in 2028 for San Francisco. And that's fine. Luera, not so good. He is not making the most of his rare opportunity to just get out there. I mean, he's pitching okay, but the problem is he doesn't strike many people out. He is pitching a lot of innings, though, so there's some value in that, too. So, but yeah, Fitch is just being amazing, and that's why I had no problem offering him that extension, and I hope he does take it. Because he was really good last season, too. Really, really good. Okay. Bullpen. DeVille's kind of crap in the bed as the closer all of a sudden. Is he giving up homers? He's giving up homers. That's going to be a problem for him, and there's not much I can do about it. Except just take him out of the high leverage situations. So we'll take that out. When we do have high leverage, let's let Gunnar pitch. And let's make him strictly a ninth inning type. This should reduce his exposure and bring some of these numbers down. He's doing well when he's not giving up homers. He's dramatically reduced his walk rate, but he's already given up 17 homers. And that's not great for a closer. I could make DeVille a starter if I wanted to. That should be a really good one. Except for, again, for the homer problem. We'll leave him as a reliever for now. And then we may make him into a starter later on in his career. But, so yeah. It's been an okay season so far. If we take a quick peek at our minor leaguers that we're keeping our close eyes on. Mutchler has actually gotten better in AAA, which means he'll almost certainly get a rotation spot for good next year. He didn't do badly with us by any stretch. He might be a closer of the future type. Dan Dixon is looking really strong, although he hasn't pitched much as a starter. And with the stamina like that, it's easy to see why. So we got some pitchers still waiting. If we go to Double-A, we've got Phil Brame, a brilliant third-round pick. He's been pitching extremely well. Loads of potential there. He's running low on stamina. He's probably going to be a bullpen guy. Wardell is adjusting well to Double-A. I think leaving him in Double-A for another year is a good idea. And then we can think about what to do with him in the future. Ben Webb, I picked up in that trade with Texas last season. He's not doing badly. He's not doing badly at all. How's Casanova doing? Not great. The homers are starting to come around, but this is a little disconcerting for a guy that was a number 1 overall pick. You don't get those very often. Thexton is not adjusted well to Single-A. I'm going to send him back to rookie ball. And then we've obviously got quite a bit of talent down here in the minors. This was a really good draft. And then where is Bauer? Unless the guy's injured already, where the crap is Bauer? Wait, did that? Do the Braves have 3? They do have 3 Rookie League teams. Okay. So where is Bauer? Oh, they sent him straight to high A. That's not going badly, I guess. Right. Okay. So that has been it for this episode. I hope you have enjoyed it. If you have, please, as always, remember to like, comment, and subscribe. We're doing pretty well the first half of the season. Better than I expected. A lot of that thanks to Carias hitting 26 homers. But, you know, other people are contributing too. I think we're still quite a ways away from consistent performance season in and season out and maybe making playoffs. We might make the playoffs this year. We're only a few games behind 500, and all it's going to take is the right people's bats getting hot. Like Pineda, for example. 201 is pretty low, even for him. It was now his second season in the majors with the Braves, and he's barely broke the 200 mark both seasons. Maybe I'm wrong. But, you know, there's some reason to expect that certain people start hitting better, like Maitan, who was phenomenal last season and is just not very good this season. So it's not out of the realm of possibility that we could see a dramatic improvement in some players. Carias, probably not. 270 is probably his ceiling, but as long as he keeps hitting, 20-plus homers before the All-Star break, I'm not going to complain. And DeVille could be better, too. Hopefully changing his role will make him more effective, but we'll see what happens. But thanks again for watching, and this has been Avindian. I wish you a good day.